To create the roof is very easy, and I'm going to be taking you through it. So you come to the roof level, which is the final level. Then you come to underlay. You make sure that the first floor can be seen from the roof level. Okay, now what we can do is let's come here and put the detail level on fine, and from that we need to determine the way we want our roof to be, and I'm going to be showing you actually how to create a roof in two parts. So let's just start with this simple roof. So you see roof here, you can pick it, and we have a 300 mm roof. And you know, for what we do in this part of the world, which is actually in Nigeria, so we don't need a 300 mm thick roof. So I'm going to change the thickness to like 25 mm. So I can start by just picking the wall, but I need to give it overhang of 600 mm so that I'll have this overhang over here. And I just have to pick the shape of the building. So I don't want the roof to cover this part. And by doing that, I can trim this so that it forms a closed loop, and I finish it. If I come to 3D view, you can see we have already created the roof. It's as simple as that. So let me just, okay, before I even go there, let me just offset it for 2.4 so that it will sit on that, and you can see the way it looks. So what of if I want to create the fascia for it? Well, I'm going to just quickly change the slope first because it's too low for my liking. So I'm going to come here and change the slope to like 40 degrees, and you can see now it is high. And if you want it to be higher than that, all you just have to do is to increase the slope. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just come to this level again, which is the roof level, and I'm going to model in place. And for the model in place, I'm just going to just pick generic model and name it fascia. So the laziest way of doing it is just pick the extrusion, come here and pick the pick line tool and give it 600. Six hundred over here. The thickness, I'm just going to give it 300 mm. I'll finish it as well, and you can see this is where it is. So what I can do is to come to the south, for example. Okay, I can move it, so it's not going to move, so you have to click on this join to move it, and here we go. You can see the way our roof looks now. So it's very simple, and it's just really simple. So now that's one way of creating it. So let's look at another type of roof that we can create actually. So I can come here now. For this design, actually the roof is going to be just one mono pitch roof, which is going to fall to the back. So to create that, I'm still going to use the roof tool. Take the wall now. I'm not going to give it overhang. So this area, So now for this, I can now give it that 600 overhang. So I'll flip it out. Don't worry about these ones that are flipping out. Okay. I'll flip them in. So I've done it. Now I'm going to flip. If I flip, you can see that these ones are going in. So what I'm going to do is to use align tool and just align this inside. Good. So now that we have done that, we can determine the slope or we can leave it. So but it's still giving us that shape, which is not what we want. So we are going to click edit, and what we need to do is for each of these, you can see this is the slope degree. So we are going to uncheck the define slope on them, and you can see now this one does not have slope again. But instead of doing it one by one, I'm going to pick all of them that I don't want to have slope, and I'm going to uncheck the slope. Also here, I'm going to uncheck the slope as well. So the slope is only on this, which is going to the back, and that's it. We have that, and you can see that it's funny. So what I'm going to do is to reduce the slope angle to 10. 10 is even too high, so I'm going to reduce it to 8 or even 5. Now good, the 5 seems to work. You can see I can offset it from the base to like 300 and I have that. Another thing is to create the fascia. Now I can copy this down here, pick that one. I can change it if I see anything that meets 300 So I have that. I can edit it, double click on it to edit, and just bring it a little bit in here for like 50 you know, just to have that little edge. But there's no problem, I'm not doing it here. So that's how to create a roof. So what if I want to use the other method? There's another method. Instead of just taking the roof, you can click on this small rectangle and you'll see roof by extrusion. How does it work? So let's start. If I want to create a roof by extrusion, depending on the type of roof I want to create, I'll do it in elevation. So let's go to the south. No, let's go to west. Okay, this is the west. So I want to create a roof. I'm going to use line as my guide. So I can have something like this and something like this as my roof. So all I have to do is to press DL again, make sure that I have that 600, then here 600 for the overhang here. Can delete these two lines right now. So if I have this, all I have to do is to come here, then roof by extrusion. It will ask me to pick a plane. What it means is that it wants to find a work plane where it will start creating. So I'm going to pick the wall that is closest, and I'm going to, the reference level is going to be this roof level. So you can see roof level. I click OK, and now all I have to do is to just pick these two lines and I finish it, and you see it has already created the roof. You can see the way the roof goes. So it has created it. All I can do is to come here and click extrusion start. I can give it 600. That means it will have 600 overhang here. Then now we have 7425 for the end. If I had 600 to it, it's going to be 8025. So now we have that, and you can see the way it goes. So what now happens, we have this wall that does not reach that roof, and we have some that are above the roof. What can we do to it? So before we do anything, let me just copy again like I did and choose the 300 mm so to be the fascia. Of course I can edit it, but I don't want to stress it too much. So all I can do is to pick, let's say again, okay, I can pick this that is not reaching and click attach top of this. So I'll just click this roof, and you can see it's attached to the roof. So the same way I'm going to pick this and also attach to the roof, and you can see I'm going to pick this as well, attach to the roof, and that is just the simple way of creating that. So these ones as well, I can pick them, press Ctrl to pick the other ones, okay, and attach it to the roof as well. So that is another way of creating roof. What if this place that I want to have actually a deck, I don't want the roof to cover it like this? What can I do? You can come to the roof level and you can see my roof. Now I'm not seeing the full roof, so if you want to see all of them, you just have to come back here under the property panel, and I'm going to drag this a little bit down, okay, and you see view range. So edit the view range and change it to 600. So what is actually cancel it? What is a view range? View range determines how you see your floor plans. You know, a floor plan is actually an horizontal section. You know, there is a plane that cuts the building, and that is what makes you see the floor plan. Now, view range is what represents that section, and you see top level. So we have the top, which is actually our level. Then we have offset. Offset is 2300. Then we have cut plane at that same level, and we have the offset at 1200. So what's the difference between the two? This one here, which is the top, is where, let's say, the height that is seen the plan is. So I want to quickly find some things I can use to explain it. So let me find paint, for example. So now this, sorry for that. So let's say this is the roof. You know, this is the plan. You can see, I don't know why my hand is shaking, but no problem. Okay, so let's say this is, just don't bother about my hand right now. I'm not using pen, that's why the mouse is shaking. So this is the plan, you know, looking at it from the top like this. This is the arrow, don't mind my arrow. So this is where the height is that is looking, and actually this is elevation. So but we are looking at it from the top, and it's going to give us the section. So where it is cut, let's say this is the section that cut it right here. So this is the height that is looking at it. Where this height is what it means by this. So I'm going to set it to 6 meters. Then the cut plane, where this cut plane is what it means by this. So I'm going to set it to 6 meters as well, and I can apply it. Now both of them are the same point, and I can see the roof. So I need to cut this part out. So if I want to cut it out, what can I use to cut? You'll see opening here, and I'm going to use opening by face. I can see it can cut a roof, so I'm going to pick the roof, and what I'm going to do is from here I'm going to actually type 600. So that is the 600 from there, a 600 from there. So I'm going to just pick this. This one will cover the whole side that is cut. So now I have this and I click finish. So if you look at it now in 3D, you can see that the one that is under is cut. So I can pick the other one. So come back here and pick the other one, do the same thing, 600, 600, 600. Finish, and you can see that it cuts that one as well, and we have our roof over there. So I'm just using it to show you anyway. So now let's just delete the roof. So let's quickly create another roof, and that will be the end of this one, because I just want to make it simple for you. Then in the next part we are going to make a complex roof. So let's just quickly come here. So you see, so I have this. What if I want to create a gable here? Let's just give this base offset of 2400 first. Okay, if I want to create a gable here, for example, I just need to pick, edit the footprint, and come here. So this, I want it to have gable. I'm just going to uncheck the slope, and boom, we have that gable. So let me give it 45 degree rather, so you can see the way it looks. What if I want the gable to continue? I can actually pick this as well, uncheck the right slope, and you can see the way the gable is now. So we have a gable here. I can pick this wall, just attach it so that it will cover. You can see I'm going to pick this as well, attach it. Oh, this is not right over there, but you get the idea of what I'm actually showing you. Of course, you can do it here as well. So you can see we have our gable. So it's as simple as that. I'm going to delete it. So in the next lesson, we are going to be looking at some complex roof to create, and I'm going to be showing you some simple techniques that I use to create those type of roof. Thank you.